Welcome to the Crow's Nest, where we fly above the noise and get real. No filters, no fluff, just mindset, movement, and the mayhem of chasing what most won't. I'm Brandon Lee, and this is Jess.
And we're lifting the lid on what it takes to fly differently. This is where grit meets growth.
Let's get into it.
Let's go. Say go.
Welcome to the Crow's Nest. Today, we are going beyond the race results or the race recaps. We are lucky enough to be chatting with the one and only David Patto Patterson, who is particularly the heart and the soul of the backyard ultra community. Patto, welcome to the Crow's Nest.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it.
I'm excited, actually.
Yeah,
I tried doing that one pretty professional, but I kind of was stuffing it up a little bit.
That was awesome. I'm going to try my hardest to be funny.
Funny.
You're just the man.
Before we get into it, how are you feeling after GB, Patto?
Yeah, I'm feeling all right now. It's been a few weeks, so I mean, immediately after I dropped, I was a little bit upset, but it doesn't take long for me to bounce back. It's always in my head, thinking about it a bit, but I also promised myself a little while ago that I'm not allowed to get upset after races. It's just because I can't change it. Just got to move on to the next one and just enjoy getting out there and training and whatever the next race is going to be.
That's good advice.
Yeah, I think I need to take that on board.
I think you did that this time.
Yeah.
You're still feeling the pinch?
Probably not now, but earlier on I did. Yeah, a lot. Because it's just damn, I knew what you're capable of, and you're just like, damn, just all went down the drain. But like a different path.
It's a race.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I don't know if it's still something you want to do, but you've got more than enough time to still make that Australian team.
We've definitely been jotting down some certain races that
pros and cons.
Yeah, pros and cons really for everything, and hopefully we can convince some people to tag along. I'm trying to see what the Crow can convince.
What about, is Melbourne on the radar?
Yeah, you can say definitely on the radar, Melbourne.
I reckon that one's going to be.
Yeah, that's definitely, that's logistically and everything, with crew wise and having people there is just good.
The most convenient.
Correct.
And you can go long there.
And that's all I need. I need the confirmation, and then I'll be all in. Once I'm all in, let's do it. Let's get to work, so.
Confirmation about who else will be running at it? Or...
Yeah, correct, yep.
I know the Dubinator is.
But I just don't know how far he'd be going, because I think he'd be using this for a bit of a, I don't know. I hope not.
I'm pretty sure he's in it. I'm pretty sure he's in it to go all in.
Oh,
you heard it here first. All
right.
He's got all the scoops.
I think we have to stop record and we have to chat otherwise. This is good. Oh, you've got me pretty happy. All right, well, enough about that. Let's get into let's take it back before ultras and before podcasts. Where did young David grow up? And what kind of kid were you?
So I grew up in the mean streets of Box Hill North. I was born in 1979, so I guess I grew up in the 80s. But I was more influenced by, when I was a teenager, I was more influenced by the 90s, you know what I mean, music and things like that. I was always let's think, I remember one year it must have been towards the end of grade 1, I was just out in the corridor having a fun time, and I didn't even realize it at the time, but I was actually making other people laugh, and I just thought this is normal behavior, right? Yeah. And I remember this teacher called Mr. Drill. He walked out because he heard the commotion. And he's like, what's going on? And he saw me in action and he started laughing and he thought I was really, really funny. And then it turned out he was my teacher in grade 2, right, the next year. And at one of the first things he told me on my first day of grade 2 was, "You're really funny. I want you to focus on I want you to make an effort to try and make people laugh at school."
Really?
And I took it way too far. All I was there, like, seriously, I remember the first 2 weeks, everyone thought it was awesome, including Mr. Dill. But then, like, toward the end of the year, he admitted it. Like, that was a big mistake.
That
And I think he even like mentioned it at parent-teacher interviews as well. I think he even said, "Look, I want to let you know I've kind of stuffed up here."
At least he took the blame, not just put it on you.
But yeah, so then but it sunk in because I loved it. I loved making people laugh. And then so I continued with the class clown kind of persona for a few years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In grade 4, my teacher, her name was Mrs. Gately, and I hated her and she hated me so much. And she would tell me that, like, I was dumb and I'd never, like, and I used to love music back then. I used to tell everyone I was going to be in a rock and roll band and stuff like that. And she used to say I'd never be famous and I'd never be on the radio. So, and she told me I would, and the worst thing she said was, "And next year when you go to your new school, you won't make any friends."
Oh.
So that wasn't...
What? That is 90s.
Yeah, that is so 90s, man. I'm thinking...
Yeah, so I started a new school. We moved to the mean streets of Baldwin and I ended up going to a private school called Trinity Grammar. I used to love playing tennis back then. Playing tennis was the first sport I fell in love with.
Oh, wow.
So I got coached like once a week down the road for half an hour, and I always used to I'd have friends over practicing, or I'd play with my dad. Yeah, so I used to love tennis, and then as I was going through school, I was getting pretty good, and I got into the first tennis team.
Wow.
Even when I was in year 10, and then like at the end of the year, actually, and so I made the first. I stayed there till year 12. At the end of year 12, they picked a first all tennis team for the 8, like the associated grammar schools of Victoria.
Yeah.
So they had a first tennis team, and I was vice captain of the second tennis team.
So
I guess, yeah.
Did that teacher talk to the other teacher, the girl, the lady teacher that didn't like you?
She might have sent a memo.
Yeah, she must have sent a memo there.
Yeah, so but so I guess that was the main thing that I was doing with tennis, but I also fell in love with the guitar. Yeah. And so I started playing the bass guitar in year 10, and I always wanted to be in a band. Always wanted to be in a band, and I was like so sure growing up when I was a kid, when I started playing bass and stuff, that I would be in a band. And after year 12, I was doing like the music stuff at school as well till the end of year 12, and I just expected everything to happen and fall in place. I thought I'd leave school and I'd start a band and everything would just work, but it didn't really. I stopped playing. I just didn't do much at all. I just watched daytime TV all day for like all day, every day, like Days of Our Lives,
Bold and the Beautiful,
Bold and the Beautiful, all of that. That was all I did for basically 2 years.
Was that straight out of high school?
Yeah, kind of. There was a couple of things I did in between, but they didn't really make much of a difference to my life. But I did. But then after 2 years, like, my mum encouraged me, said, "Come on, you can't just sit around doing nothing all day. So she enrolled me into this like a music business or a music sound engineering course. And that got me back into playing music again and playing bass.
Mm-hmm.
I was always writing songs and stuff like that in my bedroom as well. And yeah, so if you've seen the Aussie Backyard Beat, you know that little keyboard song at the start?
I definitely
I recorded
have.
I recorded that about 30 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that was one of. I think when I ran with you at GB, that was one of the first videos I've ever seen of you.
Oh, really?
I like this guy.
Where did the influence for music come from? Was it like someone that you had close to you, or?
I just loved. Yeah, there were some people at school who used to play guitar as well, and I loved Nirvana.
Yeah.
So, and Nirvana made it look kind of like they were so cool. I thought that Nirvana were the coolest band ever, and they played music that was really easy to learn and play yourself.
Yeah, right.
So. Yeah, so I sort of like started a little band at school with these dudes, and all we did was play Nirvana covers. And we did, and we've got videos. It's so funny. Oh, mate, so embarrassing. But yeah, but I loved it from then. But yeah, but I did have an uncle who played drums, and he was in bands and stuff like that. Like whenever we went round to their place, we'd always like go on the drum kit and.
And that's so cool for a kid. Like, wow, there's drums here.
100%.
Yeah. So what happened next? I guess. Yeah. So that's right. So then I started playing the music again, bass and everything like that, and then I met Farms, who you guys know.
Yes.
And we were both working at the same place of work. It was we used to be record boys at the MCG selling footy records.
Yes.
And so we used to talk. We used to talk a lot, and we used to stand next to each other, sell records, and have conversations all day. So we kind of like learned that we both were into music. He played guitar, and I played bass. But like one day I told him that I wrote some songs, and we both did the same paper round together. Yeah. And I remember telling you, I've actually written some songs. And he's like, oh, bullshit, don't lie. But I have. And I bought the cassette tape and to paper rounds the next morning and showed him. And then he obviously believed me. And so then he told me that he wanted to like write some songs. So I lent him my 4-track, which is what you use to record stuff on. So I gave him a brief crash course and taught him how to use it and everything like that. And then I just left it with him for a couple of weeks. And I was expecting him to play me what he'd done, and I thought it would be crap. But he played it back. He played it back, and I thought, hey, this isn't too bad. So then we started like writing songs together, and then we started a band, and we that was my life for a good 3 or 4 years. That was my reason for being for a few years while I was in my 20s.
Well, we had some intel from Dan Farmer about what direction, because you asked him.
Yes, I did.
You're like, what question should we go down the rabbit hole with Patto?
Because if it's anyone that knows Patto, it's Farms.
And the first thing...
We've known each other for a long time.
Yes, definitely.
Well, the first thing was, we rephrased the first one, is how did your band, the Record Boys, come about? But I think you've just answered that.
I sure did.
So
I remember we were standing next to each other once, and we were really... we were just having a normal conversation. This is before we actually started a band. And we had a conversation. Hey, I think Farms said, hey, man, imagine how funny it would be if there was a band called The Record
You do the
Boys.
best Farms impersonation. Oh, I love it. It's just gold.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Imagine how funny it would be if there was a band called the Record Boys. And then, then we had a good chuckle about that, and then we said, oh well, if we ever do start a band, you know what we've got to call it? The Record Boys.
That is amazing.
It.
That is so good. I did not realize the link between the AFL footy records.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
So-
a lot of people thought it meant like vinyl.
Yeah,
Of course,
that's
yeah,
another
that's
thing.
exactly. Yeah.
But that's the genius of the name.
It is.
Yeah. And only you and Farms will come up with that.
So we both got it. We both got the Record Boys
That's
tattoo.
what it is. Yes, there you go.
So cool.
Yeah, when we decided to get it, like Dan did a little bit of Farms did a little bit of photoshopping, and he had a photo of me and he put the logo on me, and then he put the logo on him, and then he photoshopped the logo on the drummer's forehead.
So how did you get the rest of your band members?
Yeah, the other guy, the Silly Piss Chris is his name.
Silly.
I used to go to school with him. So when I was at school, he and I used to like get together and bash around, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, we did. Me and Silly. Yeah, we go way back too. But he's no runner. He's no runner.
No. So there's only 3 of you in the band, or was there 4?
Yeah,
just 3.
Yeah. Thinking about it, we probably should have got another guitarist to play solos and stuff, but we never thought about it. And if one of us had the idea at the time, we probably would have said, "No, that's a dumb idea."
Yeah. You were just in the moment.
Yeah.
So what was the first music video from your band that was played on Rage, and can you describe it for us?
Oh, yeah. So that was Idiots on the Beach.
On the beach. Idiots on the beach. Hey, hero, don't forget your sunblock.
That was probably the first song that we had that we thought was going to be a #1 hit. So we
Rage, man.
Yeah.
Back there.
So we thought
every Saturday morning you'd have it on.
Yeah. So we thought, this is our first #1 hit, so we're going to make a video clip for this one. So we went down and to the beach. The song, I think, I'm not sure if I've mentioned or not, the song was called Idiots on the Beach. And it's just got us like pretending to play our instruments on the sand dunes and playing. And I've got like a little microphone, and I'm thinking, yeah, they were the good old days.
Sand flicking everywhere.
The good old days.
Yeah.
So how long did it take for your band to be recognised like that? Because Rage wasn't just for anyone, was it?
Oh, well, Rage was pretty, like, if you made a video clip that wasn't just like someone flushing a poo down the toilet, if you had a video clip that was a bit better than that, you'd get on Rage. You just had to send it in the right format. You have to like go to a special place and get it put on a special tape, and you had to print out a form and fill it all in manually. And it was a lot of work, but it was worth it.
Absolutely. Well, I think Rage is like, I don't know, that's a big deal.
Hey, yeah, like we had it on. My brother used to have it on like from morning to the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so I think, but I remember I went to work the next day after it had been on. It was like 2 a.m. in the morning. And I was expecting people, like customers, because I worked in like a Kodak shop, and people would come up to I was expecting people to come up and say, "Hey, we saw you on Rage last night." That's how dumb I was, and how up myself I was.
You're one of the Record Boys. I love it. Oh, that's a good. All right, so another question: who is Wheelie Willie? What was his professional sport, and do you think he will make a comeback? Explain this to us, because we don't know the answer.
I was thinking about this very thing last night, actually. So this is a coincidence.
Oh.
So really, it's on my Instagram, my normal Instagram page, a little spoof, I guess you'd call it, of a BMX rider who knows how to do tricks, and it's just me like with a BMX, kind of like thinking I'm doing tricks and thinking I'm looking cool, and it's kind of like a comedy. Do you know what I mean? It's a spoof, I think, is what they call it. It's on my Instagram page. You got to scroll down, but it's not bad.
It's worth it.
Will he make a comeback?
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I was also thinking last night. We actually got together, me and Dan, and record a second one. And my video camera stopped working like before we hit record. So we actually spent like a good few hours doing a sequel, and it was really funny because like I remember like I was on my bike and I accidentally got knocked over, or someone pushed. Oh, no, I was riding on my bike and Farms throws an acorn at me, and then like we acted all this out, and then like I fall off the bike, and then I go up to Farms and push him over, and I'm about to punch him, and then but then like I look at his face and I feel sorry for him, so I let him go, and then I ride on. But so it would have been an absolute classic. But no, I got home and I was ready to do all the editing that night.
Nothing.
No, it wasn't there.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
It is. All that effort. You would have had so much fun, so excited too.
Yeah. And the first one was a hit. So
in the early 2000s, the Record Boys were booked to play 2 shows at the Etsby in St Kilda. So tell us why the second show was cancelled.
There is hold on. There is a clue here in brackets. Would you like me to read it?
No.
Okay. Yeah. We'll just let you explain.
Yeah, I don't think it's something I'm not. It's not something I'm proud of. It's not something I'm proud of at all. Oh, the thing is, we probably would have been a lot better as a band if we did these 2 things. Didn't get drunk before every show, and took things a little bit more seriously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we got drunk at the show. I ended up on stage in the nude, and yeah. So they didn't. Well, but they did ask us back eventually, and they never said that wasn't why they didn't ask us back. But we suspect it was.
Yeah.
So the 90s.
Yeah.
Like, that's just
like back then.
before
the best
social
thing
media and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Like you could get away with this.
Oh yeah, but the best thing that ever happened at a gig was because we used to get drunk before every show. We also used to get drunk on stage too. So Farms, between a song, Farms, he gets his jug of beer, sculls it, and then he like standing on the edge of the stage, he just vomits all over the dance floor.
That is gold.
And then like I was kind of a little bit jealous, so like for every show from then on, I tried to make myself vomit, but like I was never able to.
Damn Farms.
Yeah.
So how old were you at this point?
I must have been between 23 and 27.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it must have been around 2001 to 2007.
Mm-hmm. And what genre did you play?
It was like heavy rock, I guess you'd call it.
I'm picturing.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we never made it. To be honest with you, well, we were that bloody good.
Yeah,
But,
it sounds like
Oh
that.
yeah, I'd be all in. I'll just move away from Farms in the crowd.
I think we were all right, but like I mean, yeah, you never. I mean, I think everyone thinks they're the best. Like everybody's in the band. They think they're better than they really are. So
yeah. So there you go. That's Patto's adulthood, kind of adulthood, early adulthood.
I guess you can
And
say that.
now we're heading into the discovery of backyard ultras. So, how did backyard ultras enter your world?
Well, before I did a backyard ultra, my first backyard ultra, which was MVP in 2002, I think it was. I was running. I was keen. I was a keen runner, and I didn't. Yeah, so I was pretty serious about trying to run a fast marathon, but I got into running in about 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the first race I ever did was like the Bellarine Sunset Run, and like that was like so much. It was like a half marathon, and it was the hardest thing I'd ever done up until that time. And then after that,
Did you do the ballerina half with farms?
Yeah, we both did that.
Cool.
That was both our first ever race, and
Nice.
Farms kicked my ass. But it was so funny. Like I remember after the race had finished, we both opened up our splits on. I think we were using Nike Run Club. We both opened up our splits, and we'd take it in turns to say how fast each split was.
Yeah.
Each 1 kilometer split.
Did you guys like team up and said, let's both give this a crack, or?
Oh, we both wanted to do well, but we didn't say we'll team up because we didn't know anything. Like, I didn't know like you could like if you hung with a pack, you could like get in this slipstream and like it like help drag you on for a little bit. I just kind of like I just ran, and a lot of it's pretty narrow track anyway, so it's hard to get into a. There were there were lines of runners, but that was still good though. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
So Farnsy kicked my ass in that first one. Then we waited a whole 12 months till we thought about doing another race, and we did the Bellarine Sunset Run again.
Back for more
redemption.
Yeah. I remember I was really keen on this one, and I'd gone out and bought myself some Nike Tempos specifically for it, and I was running more than I was the year before, and I was running further and running up a few hills, and just running a little bit more, including some more hills. It made a huge difference. Like I kicked Farm's ass in this year, and it's probably my second fastest half marathon still, I reckon.
Wow.
I was pretty happy.
Yeah.
And then after that, I said, all right, I want to focus on the marathon. So then I ran Melbourne once, and I actually collapsed at the 40-kilometer mark.
Really?
But I was going for the I was training my little butt off, trying to get under the 3 hour, train for a sub 3 hour marathon, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I mean, I was listening to like Inside Running podcasts, and they would provide insight. But so I mean, I just went out without any nutrition or anything like that. The first half was I was right on track to do sub 3 hours, but I remember thinking to myself, oh man, there's no way.
That is tough.
And then, I remember around the 30-kilometer mark, I was like, I could feel my calves especially wanting to cramp, and I was like running through it, like just like I was hobbling here and there to make it uncramp, and then I stopped at 40 k's because there's an aid station there. I said to myself, I'm going to walk just through the aid station because this hurts so much, and me stopping actually made my calves lock up, and next thing I know, I'm on the ground. And I think I might have even passed out for half a second because when I woke up, I kind of had that feeling. I could hear like those chimes going,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and my legs were just like locked up in the worst camp. It was impossible for me to uncramp myself, and there were all these runners going shit, jumping over me and running around me. But there were two policewomen who were there, luckily, and I just said my calves I'm cramping, so they straightened up my legs, and I was seriously there for 5 minutes. I thought I was okay, and I got up to get going again, but it happened again. So they had to stretch me out again for another 5 minutes. Yeah, and then I pretty much hobbled home. But I still did it. Like I think 3 hours and 40 or maybe 3 hours and
Wow.
something. So it's still not bad considering that hold up.
Yeah. And to
But yeah, I
come
was
back
pretty
from a car.
yeah, I was
cramp is hard.
pretty yeah, I didn't even really know what to think actually. It was
Yeah.
pretty full on. But I thought when I was doing my first marathon, and I still think about this when I'm doing backyard ultras now, like that moment, like I've never come close to feeling like that in a backyard ultra. But yeah, there's just something about when it gets really hard in a backyard ultra, it's mentally harder. Like, that was physically so hard, but backyard ultras, they go into an area where it goes beyond pain, and it's all about what happens in between those 2 ears of yours. That little brain.
Definitely does. Was that marathon experience is pretty much what hooked you into all this?
Yeah, well, I remember thinking to myself, like, these marathons are fun, and I like this, and I want to be good at a marathon, but I want to try something longer because I'm never going to like win a marathon, and not being able to do a sub 3 hour marathon that time, I thought, well, let's enter into the realm of the ultras where it's not just about speed, but it's a lot about the mind as well. But I still hadn't heard of backyard ultras when I made that decision to transfer into ultras. My first backyard ultra was my second ultra. Officially my first ever. Well, actually, let me think. Yes. The first ultra I did was the Great Ocean Road 60K.
Yes.
No, it was MVP. It was MVP was my first backyard ultra.
Was that your
my
first ultra?
But I remember thinking I did the Great Ocean Road marathon distance, which is 45 Ks.
Yep.
So some people might say that's an ultra, but no. But yeah, I was looking for races because I wanted to get into this ultra thing, and Trails Plus website came up, and I was reading about the different races, and I saw this One More Loop tagline. So I clicked on it, and I thought to myself, This sounds awesome. I thought to myself, I am definitely going to do this, and I thought that I just loved the idea. I never thought that. I just thought it would be a once a year kind of thing, like Bellarine Sunset Run was. I would just do it 1 year, then come back the next and do it again. But after that first one, I liked it. And I did think I would definitely do it again, but it was a few months later I had a look around and saw that there was one in Shepparton happening as well. And I thought to myself, I want to try and do better in this one, and I want to see what I can do to improve. And I thought, oh well, I'll just find a podcast to do it, to learn. And I remember searching for Backyard Ultra podcast because I thought if there was a podcast about backyard ultras, that's what it would be called.
Of course. It's
yeah. But yeah, there was nothing. So that got my my little brain ticking over, and I ran Shepparton. I was thought about it for a couple of months, and then I just thought, well, I could wait till next year, but if I really want to do it, I should just start now. So that's basically what I did. It was just before the SAT Champs in 23. So No, the Sat Champs in 22 at Miram Werner. So I was able to do a show, like previewing that race, and yeah, so it was kind of a good time to start rather than waiting.
Did you have any experience before doing the podcast? I know you mentioned earlier in primary school saying you'll never get on the radio. Was that something that you wanted to do, like interviewing people or
I was more like she said that because she meant like my songs would never be on the radio.
or like talking a lot? Because that's like to do one backyard ultra and be like, this is what I'm going to do. Like that's commitment. That's
Yeah, like when it finished, like I remember I did 16 hours, and I was pretty happy because that was over 100 kilometers.
Yeah.
But in saying that, it was a lot harder than I thought it would be. Like I thought it would be easy, and I remember telling people that like if I don't do 24, I'll be pissed off.
Because it sounds easy, right? When they word it to you, it's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, like you get a rest.
Yeah. And as well as not really having much in the way of nutrition goes, it was also the first time I'd ever had a situation where I was like hit with a dilemma of I can either keep on going and feel like this or worse for forever or
it feels like that though.
Thank you. You've
or I
nailed
can
it.
or I can stop. And as soon as that feeling came in, I didn't actually realize that you were meant to keep going. So although it was really hard, I didn't even really try. I kind of like, oh gee, this is really hard now. So I guess this means it's time to stop. But yeah, I didn't like try and push through it or anything like that. So, and I think that's probably what a lot of people do at their first backyard ultras.
Exactly, yeah.
And how did it progress to become more frequent? Did you just get like the bug for it?
Oh, like running the backyards?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just couldn't stop. But I think it's because I started the podcast.
Yeah.
Like I was kind of like I wanted to do more races and I wanted to talk to more people because like I was starting to meet people who would be at these races.
Yeah.
So like well I did MVP and then I went up and did Dead Cow Gully, the one where Phil and Sam broke the record the first time. So I was there. That was so that was after I'd done MVP again. I remember I'd done 26 yards at MVP, and that was
you broke the
yeah. So that was my third backyard ultra, and I broke 24, and it was 26, and I thought that like it probably made me think I was better than I actually was because I remember thinking like when I was at Dead Cow Gully like 26 I remember thinking to myself 26 at MVP is just like 40 at a normal course and everything. So I went in thinking I was a bit better than I was, and then like I crashed out on loop 21, so I did 20 loops there and drove all the way home again with my tail between my legs, and the race was still going.
Wow.
The race was still going. I couldn't believe it.
Crazy. What is your favorite or most powerful conversation you've ever hosted on your Backyard Ultra podcast?
Ooh.
Or this one will get you thinking. Because you've done over 100, which mate, you've inspired us to do something like this. I remember you saying to me, "Just bloody start it." And I went, "Whoa." I went, "What the hell?"
Yeah. So, what was the question again? What was the most impactful?
Most powerful.
Yeah, impactful or powerful conversation you ever hosted.
Well, I think it's probably recency bias because it was recently, but I just had Mark Dowdle on the podcast. Have you heard of him?
Yes, I have.
He's he's in his 20s and he's a backyard ultra. He loves last one standing races, and he's got a really, really intense and honest kind of mindset, and he's a really deep thinker too. So, but he's like he's made his goal is to make the USA Sat Champs team. So that's his quest.
He won at 61, I think it was, or
it was 63.
63.
There was a race he did, a last one standing race. It wasn't a Biggs affiliated race, so it doesn't count towards the at-large or anything like that, but it definitely shows that he's got what it takes to go far. He's like he loves Goggins and stuff like that, and he does really good content on his YouTube page.
Yeah.
And is there a race that you've witnessed that's been a highlight or a favourite of yours so far?
I think I know which one this is, but I will. I think.
You think?
Yeah, it's got to be Dead Cow Gully this year.
Has to. Even it was mine, and I raced it, and I was still watching it.
Yeah, there was so much, like, from beginning into end to end, and the race just got more exciting as it went on. Like, it was just such an amazing thing to be part of. But it was I think like my level of alertness towards the end was definitely off the Richter scale. I was like,
you done one done one hell of a job there.
So what led into live streaming? Like, how did this come about?
Yeah, so I'd done it. The first ever podcast I did, my guest was Tim Walsh from Dead Cow Gully.
Okay.
And he was like the perfect first guest because he's such a nice, friendly guy, and he loves talking, and you could talk to him forever about backyards and Dead Cow Gully and stuff like that. So, so we kind of like made like we're friends. So, and I think we might have said once or twice it would be cool to like have a live stream, and have like a sit down. My vision was like have a sit down, like a TV host type of thing, like when you watch the football. But and he said I've thought exactly the same thing. And then he asked me a few months later if I wanted to live stream Dead Cow, and it hasn't turned out like a football, but it's it's still pretty good, I reckon.
I can't explain the level of traction it got from people that have never seen.
Yeah. My whole work site was watching it, and they're just like, "Who's this Patto guy? Give him a medal." Even my dad doesn't even know how to use a computer. Somehow he has his live stream up. Brandon, I tried to find you.
Everyone loves it.
Yeah, no, it was something, man. Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, I think that it was fun being part of, and it was like the chat room where the live stream on YouTube was. It was like a little community. Like a lot of the same people were posting throughout the whole time, and and there were hundreds of people all in there commenting, and it was so fun, and there was so many funny moments, and it's all up there, so you can relive the whole 119 hours.
We've been back and
we have
looked at some of it, and
we still tried to find Jashi sticking his finger up, but it's not there. Just had to double check.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jashi checked and it wasn't there, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
So with the podcast and the live stream, is there challenges of navigating the both? Like, how do you manage like burnout or logistics on, especially Dead Cow? Like
that would,
yeah. So with the I was pretty sick after Dead Cow Gully. I'm not sure if it was a coincidence or not, but it took me to get a bit to get over.
Because how much did you sleep over the 6 days, 5 days? Like what?
Yeah, not much. Phil
4 hours.
More sleep. Yeah, Phil and Sam probably both would have got more sleep than me.
There you go.
100%.
There you go.
I remember people in the comment like going, "Patto, you should have a break. You should have a sleep." And you'd hear Patto snore, like you've just nodded off, and I'm still here.
It was so much fun, but like at the end as well. Like I was in a barn doing the live streaming, and in the end, I didn't even remember I was in a barn. I thought I was just in a room like I'm in now. I had no idea. And I
Wow.
thought the course was about 500 meters away as well.
Was it further?
That's about 20 meters
Yeah, it
away.
was so close. I was going to say it's not 500 meters. No, it was there and not far.
Yeah.
Probably near to the door.
So have you ever live streamed another event? It's just been Dead Cow?
I only did Cow Gully twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, they're the only one. That's it. Yeah, because it is a lot. It's I wouldn't say I was burning out, but when I combined it with work as well, like working and that and the podcast. But the good thing with the podcast is like I can just choose if I feel that I need a break, then I'll just have a break.
Yeah.
But it's not very often I've needed to do that because I love it. I love doing it. So it's just like when I'm extra tired, maybe I've only done it once or twice.
Yeah. Would you like to do more of them in the future?
Oh, I think I'm on a pretty good rhythm at the moment. So like maybe one a week. But there'll be times where I'm doing more and times I'm doing less. It just kind of like depends. So it's because I'll always have my guests on before I ask them to come on. So because I don't like to have a time frame of like, I've got to prepare for this. I like getting all the questions out and seeing if I can think of questions for them. Like if I try and write down questions for an interview with someone and I can't think of anything, then I've saved myself the embarrassment of asking them and then having them on and not knowing what to say. So, so I always write the questions out first and then I'll ask them. And most of the time they'll say yes, but sometimes they'll say no. So but that's all right. That's okay.
Yeah, definitely. Because especially with Bigs coming up, I think you'll probably pop a few more podcasts coming,
Yeah, I should. I'm sure. Haven't planned it yet. But once it starts and I'm watching it, I'll probably want to talk to someone about it. I just record at the same time.
Yeah, I just listened to your preview of Bigs, and I was at work just listening to it. They're like, well, "What are you listening to?" I go, "Just don't worry."
That was like that almost went for 3 hours. But we had it felt like 45 minutes.
Yeah,
it was so much fun.
Yeah,
it was so much fun.
Yeah, 100%. So you've become more than just a runner, Patto, or a podcaster. You're a real calisthist in this community. Do you ever feel a responsibility or pressure that comes with that?
I don't, but I will say I really enjoy talking to people more on course, especially in the first 24 hours, because I found like over the last couple of years, I'm not as fast as I used to be. I am a little bit slower and my laps are about 52 minutes. So I'm spending a lot of time running past other people and then encouraging them and talking to them and things. And I've actually started really enjoying that because you're seeing more of the carnage of the race when you're spending your time out the back and you get to see the people who from the very start are absolutely busting their gut to go one more. Yeah, and I find running slower loops, you get to see all that, and it makes a good spectator sport when you're doing it. It makes a good spectator sport.
That's motivating too.
And like a lot of people like look up to you, Patto, and having you run them, it's like, let's try to stick with Patto, or something, and you just give him a bit of a, because it's true. Like
I remember your first event, you're like, Patto was
I was like starstruck. It's like it's Patto, Jess, the guy I listened to, like I didn't even know what to say when I first, a GB to you. So, you've even had an impact on my journey and all this backyard and information for Jess too,
Oh, where else do you get your information from?
And it's just Patto.
Yeah, thanks. I do love it. I do love it. And I kind of like, it's not to me like, I think the main reason why I started it was to learn and get better and improve. So the podcast also kind of like chronicles my journey because my PB when I started was 22. So now I've been able to document everything, my journey through the podcast, and now I'm up to 38. So I mean, it's so good. Like, I mean, it's so nice. So many people send out messages saying good luck and stuff like that. It's
Well,
I bloody love it.
I was going to say that. Was there any moments that stand out, like messages received or like moments of impact running with people through
Yeah, it's
your
kind of
races?
like sometimes I'll like ask a guest or someone from overseas if they want to come on the podcast, and they they are already a listener of the podcast and they're already
So good.
fan. Yeah, and they told me like they say, oh, I saw you you started following my Instagram account, and then like a few days later you started following me on Strava, and I was thinking, oh, he's gonna ask me.
That's so great.
Because as you said, when people
Hey?
want Backyard Ultra information, we Backyard Ultra podcast. It's perfect.
Yeah, and I also like being able to do like these preview shows and do repeat episodes with runners I've had on before, and also introduce new ones because it's a way for people to be able to follow the sport as well a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's going on in the world of backyard ultras?
100%. 100%. So what's your vision for the next 5 to 10 years in the sport, personally and for the community?
Personally, I just want to keep on just doing what I'm doing, like the podcast, and I love, I've loved starting the Aussie Backyard Beat. With Warren.
Hands down the best.
Yeah, we. I just thought this guy's got this website, and I had him as a guest on Backyard Ultra Weekly, and we hit it off. So I thought, hang on, this is a pretty good idea to like have this like weekly show where we just talk about Australian backyards, and it's so much fun. It's so much fun. We love it.
Yeah, and it's informative for everyone because like some people just can't keep up to date in what's happened, and it's just like, oh, we'll just wait for Patto's backyard, Aussie backyard.
So is that just on YouTube?
The one we watched
Yeah,
on
only on
Shepparton.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So you do the podcast and then you do the YouTube show. Was there another one we watched?
Oh,
Yeah,
that
so
was Hard Nuts.
Oh yeah, so yeah. No, it has. That's a documentary.
Yeah, that's the documentary. That's what we watched. Hard Nuts.
No, there was another one
Was it?
too. When you were talking with Laz, I think, Patto.
Oh yeah, Backyard Ultra Weekly.
Oh, weekly.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's for the Backyard. That's content for the Backyard Ultra channel.
Oh, right. Okay. I thought you had like 3 channels going. I'm like, I can't.
Oh no, just on my channel, it's just my like Aussie Backyard Beat.
Yeah.
The live streams, the podcast, and a few other things here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's getting pretty good.
We watched it. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the crew cam from Dead Cow Gully. That's pretty cool.
That like, was but it's just so much insight to like, what are they doing at a loop 100? Like what? Like no one ever gets to experience unless you're there. And like, when do you ever get to experience the 100th yard, or for Phil and Sam the 118 or one? What are they going through? And
you get to see how other people operate.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
What they're eating and what.
Yeah, like I remember jumping on it, and was it Moran? He was drinking cider. It's like, mate, like, and it just works. Like it's just amazing.
He was cool as a cucumber, wasn't he? He was one cool, calm, and collected dude.
Yep. And what he did, I remember running with him, and he sprints pretty quick, then just stops and just like he looks up in the sky, just wow, like look at this, and then sprints it off again, looks up, and you just see him, and he's in his own little world, just chill, just happy with life, man.
He's got an awesome personality. I remember when I met him at Dead Cow Gully on the Thursday, I think it was. maybe the Friday. But anyway, we were talking, and he asked me about my running, and I told him that I'd run 33 yards at Two Rivers, and I told him it was my knee that was hurting. And then he started asking me for specifics, like, "Oh, where was the pain on your knee? And how bad was the pain?" And then after I answered all these questions, he said, "Well, you could have kept going. That type of pain means that it's not an injury. It might just get a little bit more painful, but you could have kept going."
Yeah, wow.
So calm.
So calm. You probably just looked at her and go, "Oh, man." Yeah.
So with the crewing cam, did you get anyone that was reluctant for it?
Oh yeah, I'd always have to ask first.
Yeah.
Some crew just said, "Yeah, put it there, they won't mind," but others were like, "Oh, we'll ask them next time they come in, and then come back and we'll let you know."
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I always made sure I asked. I only did it during the day as well, because at night time it would have been too dark.
Yeah.
And people are mainly sleeping.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, not as much action. So what I did on the live stream is I had more like things like crew cam and stuff like vision sort of stuff during the day. And then during the night when there's not as much vision, that's when like I'd turn down the lights and turn on the disco ball and start talking.
I really enjoyed the nightlights. I thought they were great.
Yeah.
They were really, really good. So what do you think?
Well, yeah, we generally ask Patto 3 signature questions at the Crow's Nest podcast. The first question is, what is your go-to order at your favorite restaurant?
Good question.
Yeah.
Let's say dry red curry Thai with coconut rice and roti bread underneath.
That's a great choice.
Yeah.
With chicken. But I do like it with seafood. The only thing, I would get it with seafood every time, but I just don't like it how they leave the shell bit on the end of the prawn.
Makes it fiddly.
Yeah. And you can't swallow it.
Do you have like a local restaurant you go to for that?
Nah, Bangkok.
Where's that?
Hey?
Where's that?
Oh, it's in South Melbourne. It's just
Oh,
near
nice.
us.
Nice.
Might have to go there.
Yeah.
So if money and time weren't an issue, what dream would you chase tomorrow?
I would keep just doing what I'm doing because I'm having so much fun. And it does take up a bit of time as well, but it's time that I enjoy. So, I would just keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't know what else. Maybe
travel to see some events overseas.
Maybe
travel to see some events overseas and
because there are some races I'd like to do. Like I'd love to do Suffolk.
Oh yes.
I would love to do. There's heaps in America that sound good. Capital. I'd like to do that.
Yeah. Legends.
Yeah, and in New Zealand too. There's a lot of good races in New Zealand that would be fun to do.
Beautiful scenery too there. Like
Have
you always
you been?
see. No, never been, but I always I've seen like Chris Dixon. He did the miler in up in Rotorua, and it just looked amazing. Then you see Sam Harvey's Instagrams on the Sat Champs. They've just got this beautiful lake and mountains. Like, how amazing is that?
Lord of the Rings. That's all
yes.
there.
Yeah, correct. And if your story could help just one person, what do you hope they take from it?
I think it's just like, if you want to do it, like work hard. Like if you want to run a backyard ultra and go for 30 hours, then you've got to really work hard, like to get into that backyard ultra shape. But whatever you choose to do, I think it's just, that's what I've learned from like getting involved in backyard ultras and speaking to other people. Just the most important thing really is work hard. because if you work hard, like as she said, like you get out what you put in with backyard ultras. The harder you work, the more prizes you'll win.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like Monday
exactly.
motivation.
Hey, that's it. Yeah, and thank you for being a great supporter of that. I try. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And the one thing like I took away from like this whole interview with you is as well is do what makes you happy. You know,
True.
like yeah, like everything you've done in your life, I think you just done it because it just purely made you happy and you said, what the hell? I want to
Yep.
vomit on the crowd, but I just can't. You know what's going to be exciting as well?
What?
Because you and Farms, it's the showdown, 38
Yeah,
and
we're both on
38.
38.
So
It might be a while till we're racing each other again
yeah,
because I think the plan is I'll be crewing for him at MVP and Melbourne.
so he's in Melbourne, beautiful. Yep.
Well, I think so because he finished top 10 last year.
Oh
So
yeah,
then I'll be doing Two Rivers.
correct.
I
Yeah,
haven't asked him. I haven't asked him yet, but I'll ask him to crew for me.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
And then at Shepparton, it will be the showdown.
Yeah, well, it's he won the first 21K race, you won the second, so it's a draw. Then it's another draw, so we're ready. I want to witness this. I want a live stream happening.
Yeah. That will be fun.
Yeah,
That will be
definitely.
fun. He was bloody good at Shepparton, like GV the other day.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's just the Trojan, man, just the sweeper. He just swept it, just kept going and chugging along, and he's a hard nut.
Yeah.
He really is, and it's just going to be amazing for even yourself, the future of both yous. Yous are just going to explode, man. It's going to be amazing to witness for sure.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah.
But look, I'm sure that there will be races. Look, you can be a backyard ultra racer till you're in your 60s and even 70s. So, if I keep working hard, and I know that bigger numbers are to come, it's just when it happens, it will happen.
Yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
And I'll be,
Are you
Oh,
going
sorry?
to do more hard nut episodes?
Oh yeah, so that first one I did for GV, that was heaps of fun. And I think it came out pretty good as well. Like
It did.
Loved it.
heaps of
Our kids were
heaps
watching it too.
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
It was great.
yeah. So I think it was pretty funny as well, and then like it captured a few different emotions, like
Yeah.
One thing
comedy.
One thing that stood out to me was very funny, but you did say about backyard ultras that you spent a large portion of your life not doing anything that was like hard.
Yeah.
So then
I was
you
either
did
too soft or too lazy.
and then you got to a point and you're like, I'm going to push myself and do something. And I thought that was really powerful.
Yeah, well, it is something I think about sometimes. Like this is an opportunity for me to actually try really hard at something and see what happens and enjoy it as well. Like to see how far I can go with the running and this podcast stuff I do as well. I really love that too.
And I think that translates when you work hard, but also if you have a love for it.
Oh yeah, that's it.
You can see it.
Yeah, you've just brought like the backyard ultra world so much like just an upbring, because it was hidden for so long, like nobody knew about it. But then it's like once you find out Patto, you know backyards, and
well, there's so many. Like the other thing is because everyone says yes to coming on the podcast. Like 99% of people who I ask, they say yes. Even people who I think they'll probably say no, but I'll ask anyway. So everyone is so keen to get on and talk about their backyard ultra experiences, what they've learned, because they are a type of race that it's really hard to stop thinking about after the race. So I think for people who also ran these races, who they're listening to interviews with, when they talk about those races, it's interesting for them too to kind of remember the race, but from someone else's perspective.
Mhm.
Of course, 100%.
Agreed.
And but I just love it. I just love it.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I love seeing you and your element is the best. Like, yeah, it's amazing, Patto.
Yeah.
So-
Well, look, sorry. But I think your question was, will I do another hard nuts?
Yes.
Yes, I think I will. Hard nuts too.
And is that
Yeah,
leading to Echuca?
Yeah, Two Rivers.
Two Rivers, yeah, Two Rivers, Echuca.
Yeah. So I'll probably start it like exactly a month before the race.
Mhm.
I mean, look, hopefully by then I've got a job. So, and if that's the case, I may not have as much time.
I was just about to ask that. So you still have not got a job?
Yeah, still no job.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I've kind of started like, narrowing things down, and I've kind of like got a plan. So I think it's not too far away.
Yeah. So if there's anyone on this podcast that's really, really famous and wants to pay Patto to do podcasts, yes, please. He's the out for it.
So we just wanted to say thank you for your time, Patto. But before we leave, can you tell everyone where they can find your podcast and YouTube channel?
Yeah, so just if you just do Backyard Ultra Podcast in YouTube, it will come up.
Mhm.
And same with Instagram, just Backyard Ultra Podcast. And Instagram and YouTube. I think that's
Is
pretty
there-
much it.
Is the same that Backyard Ultra Weekly one on your channel? On that one?
The Aussie Backyard,
Aussie Backyard.
the Aussie Backyard.
Backyard Beats.
Thank you.
I forgot what it was called for a second.
Yeah, hey, mate.
Aussie Backyard Beat. Yeah, Aussie Backyard Beats on my channel. The Backyard Ultra Weekly is on the official Backyard Ultra channel. Both come out weekly. No. Actually, Backyard Ultra Weekly comes out weekly, and the Aussie Backyard Beat is just the weeks before races are going to be. And on that show, we talk about the races that are coming up and the results from other races. And also we've started like talking a little bit about what's happening in the Backyard Ultra world as far as news and new races and sign-ups.
It's very informative.
Oh, I love it.
Mhm.
It gets me, knowing about everything that's going on and who's on the list, and it's good.
Well,
Yeah, I
thank you,
think-
Patto.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking me. I hope I was funny.
You're
Yeah.
very funny.
I love
Yeah.
young Patto. Young Patto, the clown. And truly, like, thank you for inspiring not only myself, for every runner and person that, here's your podcast and stuff, mate. You're like, I think I speak on behalf of everyone. Like, truly, thank you for everything that you do. The live streams to the whole jazz baz of it all, man. You're a
Thanks,
bloody legend
man.
of the sport, that's for sure.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks. I mean, I feel like I've made so many friends through doing the podcast. So, I mean, that's the best part about it for me is the number of friends I've made.
Mhm.
And you can tell your teacher, I forgot her name, that you are bloody famous.
Well, hopefully she's dead. Hopefully she's dead.
Oh my God.
Well, you might be right.
Well, that's it.
Love it.
Uh,
Well, we should stop recording.
yes. Okay.
We'll
Thank you again, Patto.
We'll press.
Kaka.
Cuckoo!